back. So, in today's video, we're going to be talking about Doom source ports and Doom console ports. And we're going to be putting them in a tier list to determine which ones are truly the best and which ones are the worst. So, without further ado, let's get into it. First, we're going to do source ports. So, we're going to start off with Edge. Unfortunately, I've never played it. But I've heard that it supports Duke It Out in Doom on. Chocolate Doom. It's okay. It's good for people that want to feel like they're playing the MS-DOS version of Doom. It's easier to set up than DOSBox. I'd recommend this to anyone who wants to play original Doom, or mostly. Plus, it has controller customization. It also has mouse support, of course, and an auto option. So yeah, that's that. Chocolate Doom, recommend it. QZ Doom, it's basically the same as Z Doom, but it's still an okay port overall. Z Doom, one of my favourites. I've completed most of my Doom mods on this one. I've completed the Ultimate Doom, the original Doom, Doom 2, and No Rest for the Living. And I'm currently working on the Master Levels and TNT Evolution. Crispy Doom, it's a decent port, to be honest. I'll put it in decent. I like how it adds the physics, like colored blood variations, and some other things like I don't really know, where you can customize colored blood. You can sometimes actually change the HUD a bit, and there's a proper widescreen support in the new version. Yeah. Doomsday, unfortunately I've not played it because OpenGL problems, because I'm playing on this Stone Age laptop here. Eternity Engine, I've never played it either because I tried to download it, but because my retarded mind is incredibly difficult. Z-Demon, it's decent. This was one of my first experiences with multiplayer. The only problem with it is trying to find mods so I can play Doom multiplayer. That just kind of annoys me. Anyways, LZ Doom, I'll also put it in decent because it has support for Sigil and No Rest for the Living as iPods, and there's a new difficulty called Unholy Massacre, which basically is almost like, to me, just ultra violence with fast monsters and everything. In my opinion, anyway. Comment me if I'm wrong. GZ Doom, another one of my all-time favourites, and everybody's favourite for that matter. It has OpenGL support, local rendering, all sorts. This is where you can play Brutal Doom. So does Z and LZ and QZ for that matter. Yeah, I'd recommend this port if you want a high resolution GZ Doom on a powerhouse machine, and for Brutal Doom, and for Project Brutality 3.0, even though I play it on LZ Doom, but it seems to be the most stable in my opinion. Anyways, PR Boom Plus, another one of my all-time favourites. It's easy to learn mods. There's all the different comp levels, so like you can make it feel like vanilla. One of my favourite options is where you can choose between when you're playing the original Doom mod and not Ultimate Doom. It still shows Starflash Consumed, but you can just go into the menu and switch your comp level to Doom version 1.2, and then it will take it out for you. That's what I like about it. And plus, there's demo playback support, which is something Z Doom, GZ, LZ, and QZ don't have, which is sad. But anyways, Zandronum, my favourite source port of all time. I definitely recommend it for multiplayer and for single player for that matter. It's a masterpiece in my opinion. The masterpiece. Odamex, I'm gonna put it in okay. This was also one of my first experiences with multiplayer. And then I ended up with Zandronum and then I ended up going with that. But yeah, I'd highly recommend it. Doom Retro, I'll put it in decent. It's pretty good. There's new physics in the game and it kind of makes it look modern, and I like that. Plus, it's stable on my laptop, even though it does not matter. It has coloured blood, like in Crispy Doom. They've changed it up a bit so that the monsters don't feel like they're absolutely tall when you run into them, which is kind of unrealistic. Yeah, they got rid of that here. Plus, it's easy to load once. I've loaded every Doom mod. Original Doom mod on this source port. I'd highly recommend it if you want to see the new physics. It shakes the HUD sometimes when you get damaged and that. Yeah. This is another chocolate Doom source port, but I think this is GL chocolate or something. I don't know. Well, not count that because I've already done it. I'll just put it in never played for that. So, this is my opinion on these source ports. If you don't like it, then too bad. Now we're going to go to the Doom console ports. So here we are back, and we are going to do the Doom console ports. First and foremost, we're going to start with the original Doom, which of course deserves excellent tier. I'm just going to add another never played. Alright. But yeah, the original port itself, of course, deserves a nomination. Masterpiece. The Bethesda.net version, aka the Nerve software ports, or often known as the Unity ports, I like it as well. It has support for different WADs as well that are only chosen by Bethesda. But all in all, I enjoyed it. This was also the first time I beat Doom on this system. Doom Eternal, Doom WAD. Unfortunately, I've never played them. I do have Doom Eternal, and I'm thinking of trying to get them when I have 100% the game, but I don't know. 32X. I'd say it's average. This was one of my first experiences with the game. I did not like the music, because it got up to the point where I just simply turned off the music. Doom for the Atari Jaguar, I think this is. Oh no, this is the 3DO port. I've heard about it and I've heard it's unplayable, but unfortunately it's not my opinion, so never played. GBA Doom, never played. Jaguar Doom, never played. Yeah, feel free to get triggered. Doom Classic Complete, I wanted to play this, but it's basically the same as the BFG edition, which we'll get onto. Doom for the Sega Saturn. I do have the Sega Saturn port, unfortunately. I haven't played it because I don't have a Saturn. Oh, speaking of which, I have played Jaguar Doom on an emulator. To me, in my opinion, it's honestly poor, but that's because I'm on it anyway. SNES Doom, it's stuttering. Doom 3 BFG Edition, another one of my all-time favourite ports. I've played a lot of Doom 1 on my PS3 with that game. Doom 3 Collector's Edition, I've not played this one unfortunately. Even though I'm looking to get Resurrection of Evil for the Xbox, which features it as well. Yeah, this is only on the Xbox. This is Final Doom. I'd say it deserves it. In fact, I'll just put it in good. Because I've never played Final Doom that much, I've only played TNT Evolution. And a bit of Platonia, but not much. Right, now we're going to talk about the PlayStation ports. They're my favourite ports of the game for consoles. Next to Unity and BFG. Enjoy them. Recommend getting them. Ultimate Doom, of course. That. So, now we're going to talk about these. If I were to play them, I'd put 3DO in unplayable, Saturn in unplayable, GBA in God tier, because it runs pretty well for a GBA. Doom Eternal one's good, PS3 ones. In fact, I'm going to move this up. If I were to play this, I would put it up in there and just put this one down there. And for the collector's edition, of course this. But unfortunately, I don't have the ports, so we'll see when I get them. So, that's my opinion for all of these console ports and source ports. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, feel free to subscribe. Turn on post notifications. Uploads will not be this frequent because I'm normally busy. But yeah, anyway, subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Bye.